Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and I've been having a play with an old fun fold style card that I did quite a long time ago, and I'm doing it again. I'm using the, it's called the Warm and Toasty stamp set. Oh, I forgot my light. There we go, bit more light. Yeah, I love this. I think it's the cutest thing ever, and we're using Sharing Christmas. I hadn't quite got it right on my block, and I fussy cut this little guy out, and I used this little fella on the inside and the twinkles, and I just added some Winker Stella to make him sparkle like crazy, and on the scarf as well. So I hope you can. Oh, there we go, glitter, glitter, glitter everywhere. So I made a boo-boo with this card. I should have trimmed it down to 4 and did instead of 4 and 1/8, and ended up with a huge gap here. So I'm gonna do it properly this time. So our measurements are here. So if you want to copy them down, if you can't see this very well, I'll leave that to pause, and then I'll hold it up a little bit higher so you can see what we do with the seaside spray piece. We go in at 1 inch, we cut from 3 to 7.5, and then on the long side we score at 3 to the line, 5 1/4 all the way through, and 7.5 up to the line. So you go and grab your stuff and we'll start making. Love, love, love this set. So I've got a scrap piece of Whisper White. I'm going to just stamp my little fella. Because I want it nice and juicy. And I'm going to pop him just on there. I'm not sure if I like the actual fussy cutting because I'm terrible at it. But I might just see if I can get a little oval or something to fit him, and then just stick him on. And my outer piece here, I used the decorative dots just to make it look like snow. So I like that bit. And I've got another piece here. This is the one that's going on the inside of the card. And just while the black is out, I'm just going to stamp this cute, cute little bear right down there in the bottom corner. And that's our piece for the inside. So I'm going to leave those to dry whilst we go and cut and fussy cut. I might as well do the inking. Yeah, let me do a little bit more stamping while we're here. And fingers crossed, if I get this right, I won't. I'll have the chance now to turn it over. So I've got my cherry cobbler, and I've got my Christmas cheer. See, it's wonky. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip over. And it's still wonky. That one's not too bad. Oh, I'm going to leave it like that. These red rubber stamps, they're great, but you've got to be able to perfectly line them up. Let me just check that on there to see if that works any better. So now that's perfect. So what I might do is cut that out with a circle punch and put that over the top, because I haven't got another piece of card stuck. Instead of red there. Right, let's grab. Let's see if we can cut out with this. Nope. Let's have a look at our 1.5 inch circle punch. Perfect. And then we can add that over the top. And keep that straight. There we go, I think we'll do that. At least that way I know it's straight, isn't it? Perfect. And I do have the tiniest little strip left over, and I didn't want to throw it in the bin, so I just laid it on the top, and that's what I'm going to do on here, is just lay that there. And then trim off the excess. And a lady asked me, I don't blame you either, my darling. I normally like a wider view, but then, like she said, in fact, she felt like she was up in the gods and having a nosebleed, and I loved it when she said that. Cracked me right up. So yes, I need to zoom in a little bit more so you lovely people can see what I'm actually doing. So that now is going to go on the inside of our card. So I'm going to pop them to one side. Inking's done. I'm going to leave the cherry cobbler because I'm going to do the lovely stars in a bit. So let's colour this in while we're here. It doesn't matter which way round we do it, as long as we do it, isn't it? So I decided to use my Copic markers, and I'm just going to swap this for the dark. And it's the new dark cinnamon cider. So I'm going to put my cloth away just for a minute, and let's zoom in a little bit more so you can see me colour this beautiful little gorgeous. Oh, so I want dark feet. Because they'll be the dirtiest part of his body. From treading in all that mud. So cute. So I'm just colouring the antlers in now, and then we can move on to his beautiful little body. So cute! Oh my goodness! Love it, love it, love it, love it. So I chose the light of the cherry cobbler to colour in the scarf because I didn't want it to be overly powerful without being able to see those details in the scarf. And I love the cherry cobbler colour. Beautiful. I might just go over his little nose as well, actually. Nobody says we have to keep it black. I think the phone just went then and Mr. Boyce came up and then realised I was filming. So I'm just going back over those bits and this little bit here, just to save me getting the darker out. Because we can always go over and make it darker, just to give it that little bit of oomph to stand out. And then I use this beautiful colour. I'm not sure what it is. It says Lipstick Natural. So what I did was, just inside his cute little ears, and then just inside these dear little bear's paws, because he's only a baby, so his will still be pink. How cute. And just a little blob inside his ears as well. And then we're going to go over him a little later when he's completely dry with the Wink Stella to make him glow, glow and glow. And this is a super fine brush. And I decided to use my Copic because my crumb cake is, the bristles are terrible. And then for some reason I seem to have a new dark one, and the light one is virtually all worn out. So I'm going to go over with my Copics. And anyway, I need to use them. I love them. Oh, if I could afford it, I would buy the whole set. It comes in a case. And every now and then I get an email saying they're half price at £1,599. Half price. But there are 300 and in the box, it's either 395 or 385 colours. OMG, that is I love to colour, so that's a colourer's dream come true to own those. Oh, I know my gorgeous friend Cheryl owns a few. So I'm just going to go where his little tufty is here. Little skim just around where the scarf is. Just for a little bit of darkness. And I'm going to do the tips of his tail. And maybe I did go over his eyebrows and his eyes on the other one, but I don't think I'll do that this time. And then just around the little back end of his tushy. Perfect. How sweet. Gorgeous. And for any tricks, if you've gone over, I don't seem to, oh there, tiny little bit, just a white gel pen, and that gets rid, I'd gone over loads on the other one, but obviously now I've fussy cut it out, you can't see, but I'd gone in there, oh there, see there? And it just removes any little boo-boobs, which I adore. So let's pop him to one side to dry off. Let's get our little bear. He's just the cutest, and because I don't think you can really colour a polar bear in any colour bar white, and he's sparkly because he's just come out the water. So there we go. Just give him some jingle jingle sparkle. And I like to dab it on so it comes out a little bit thicker, and then we can swap over. And I'm not rubbing in any way, shape or form with the bow, and I'm basically just bouncing the pen so the liquid comes out in the sparkle. And let's just leave that open for a sec. I am going to go over this one's nose. Just so cute. And I'm just going to dab on his nose as well. Just so we got that lovely bit of sparkle going on. That is so cute. So they're done. I'm going to pop them to one side. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, but not too far. I want you to be able to see what I'm doing next. So you saw the card pieces. This is the this is out of date. This is retired, should I say? But I want it to give me the illusion of snowflakes. So I'm just gonna whiz it through my machine really quickly. And there we have it. And we're just going to really layer these up. Then we're going to get the trimmer out. So our cherry cobbler gets backed onto our black cardstock with a nice cute little border all the way around. And our white then gets glued on top of the cherry cobbler. And again, nice little border all the way around. A little prankster. Oh my goodness, he's such an adorable child. Oh, where's my black piece gone? Oh, what have I done? Oh, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? I've dropped it. So these are those that are going to get laid up on for the front section of the card. I love this plaid tidings DSP. I think it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love that side. I love this side. I think all of them, I've got some beautiful colours running through them. Now that our bits are ready, this is going to be our back bit of the card that we hold on to. You could also put a piece of white on the back, but I'm sure there's space there to write to and from without it getting seen. And I love how it stands up on the desk. Perfect. So now for our trimmer. We are literally going to pop this in at 1 inch. I mean, you can do it from this side if you want. I'm that will. And we're going to go to 7.5 because I can see better down here. And we're going to cut all the way up to 3. Now, there we go, 3. Just bang on. Then we're going to lift and remove. And now this part is where we should be on the bottom. So I'm flicking it over as well. And then, because this is our 3-inch mark, we're going to take it and then we're going to score down to the score line. They're going to move it to 5.25. And we're going to score all the way through. And then at 7.5, because that's where we cut 3 to 7.5, we're literally now just going to cut up to that score line. And that is just as simple as it is. So bend. This one is going forward and so is this one. And we're just going to fold them right across there and give them a nice little burnish. Let's flip it over and again give it a good burnish. Nicely creased. And then this is going to get glued onto our card just like so. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So the only bit you're going to glue now is this section. I love these little fun fold cards. I think I went through a phase for about a year where I want this right close up to the edge. Giving an even border either side. I want to come a little bit closer. So that is perfect. So I've got the cutest little border all the way around and I'm going to rub from the back. And this is the way it opens. I adore it. So this section now can be glued down. Love this. Perfect. Love it. This now is going to get glued onto here as well. See how I've got a smaller border down the bottom? Perfect. So the black is 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. The cherry club is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and the white is 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. And I'm just going to line that up with that there. Perfect. And then when we line this piece up, we just go inside and we're going to glue that. So it's just more or less like so. Perfect. You could have, I suppose you could even put a black piece around this, but then you'd be right bulky. So I'm going to open my card and I'm basically wanting my cardstock up there to line up with my cardstock there. So that is so cute and adorable. How sweet. I mean, you could put sections in here as well if you wanted to, but I think that looks absolutely adorable once it's closed. Just make sure that's... Oh, don't go squashing your snowflakes now, your snowballs now, Gaynor. That is adorable. I love, love, love it, and I love the way it sits up. I love the sparkle on my little guy. So now for our fussy curtain. Oh, see what I mean? Let's see if that little postage stamp will work. Because like I say, I'm not the best fussy cutter in the whole wide world. Oh no, it's going to chop most of it off. If I have to, I will do. Let's have a look about the jar. What about the jar? Is that big enough? Maybe. No, that's not big enough either. Oh my goodness. Fussy cut it is. So Gaynor's going to pop away her glue so it doesn't dry up. Just making sure it's not clogged. I don't want to get it clogged up. Now I prefer to fussy cut with these. Oh, look at that sparkle on that beautiful ribbon. So let's do I want to try and keep it like as if Stampin' Up were fussy cutting it out. Because they leave quite a good white border, don't they? I tend to go too close and then it looks silly. Wow, I think this is the one that's turned out the best up to now. Just chop that off. I'm not going to go in between all this. I might just put a little nick in there. Little nick in there, and then just a little nick in there. That's okay, isn't it? It's not too bad. I could go and try and get in a bit closer, but I don't think I would do it so well. So that is cute. That is really, really cute. So I'm going to leave it just like that. Looks a million times better than my first one. Yeah, look. I get too close and and then I try and chop in and I don't know. But I think this one is rather cute. It looks like it's actually been cut out with a die, doesn't it? Try my best, girls, try my best. So I'm going to grab some dimensionals. And one up here. One up here. I'm going to end up using loads, aren't I? So I want to get just a small one now for this side to keep everything stable. Maybe at the top of his tail. Perfect. I know I've gone overboard on the dimensionals, but pokey tool. Whoops. Perfect. Oh my goodness, how cute is that? Oh, I love it. So now all it needs to do is attach him to the front of my card. Oh my goodness. Right, now I'm coming back in with our lovely cherry cobbler. Let's lift this up. That's better. You can get to see my cards a little better. So I got my cloth out earlier. Instead of using a scrap piece of paper even, just around the words. I don't want to get that too close to my card in case I ruin it. So I didn't want it full on strength, so I just tapped on, let me pull you down, tapped on my little sponge there just lightly, and then went around my card. And I'm just going to add a couple more just either side with that little bit. And now I don't need that again yet, because now I'm going to do full strength. I'm going to turn it around and do full strength, and then I'm going to have 1, 2 and 3 just on there as well. I think that is adorable. And pop away my glue, my ink, make sure it clicks into place. Pop away my sponge, and then we're going to grab some little gems. Sorry for being off there. And I'm going to have one. Oh, what's that? Better. No, I'm not liking that. That was something is hanging off that. I'm not sure what that was. Where it is, some of the backings aren't on straight. And if you can't, that's it. 1, 2. There's something on my pokey tool, not stool. And then we're going to have 2 there, which you can't see. And then I'm just going to add 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm just going to pop 1 down there. No, oh. Can't decide. So let's stick it there. Let's move this one, if I can get it up, and fetch it in so we can see it. Just get that. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. There is that beautiful little fun fold. Well, I'm calling this the slide out double Z fold card. I don't know where the double comes from because we didn't add any. So it's just a slide out Z fold card, isn't it? Like I say, if you want, I've got some spare bits of Whisper White. You can literally add a panel right in the center if you want to, so you can write your to and from message. Let's do that quickly actually. Just in the center, line it up best you can. It's only so you can write a little message. It doesn't have to be the whole size of the card. These are just the bits that I have left from cutting off. And then we can even, that's a nice one, perfect sizing. Add my glue away. I'm going to grab that cherry coupler one more time. just going to randomly, oh, I've echoed there a bit, around the outside of the card as well. That's there. There we go, to write our message. And the same on this one, just try not to, oops, let's get you in shot. Oh, that one didn't turn out very well. This is really inky. Really inky, look at that. So just tap, tap, tap. Perfect. There we go. Spin that over, and there are our two beautiful little Z-fold pull-out, slide-out Z-fold cards. So one stands that way, and the other one is just there for you to look at. Absolutely gorgeous. I made a boo-boo on there, but I do like that silver ribbon. But that meant I had to put a bigger piece on. Oh, I just should have just kept my measurements the same. So, fussy cutting number 1, bleh. Or fussy cutting number 2, bang on. Boom. There you have it. So I'm close enough. I'm going to just widen out a little touch so you can get to see both. There we are. Beautiful, beautiful cards. And they fit in a normal size envelope. So I would love, 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 love a thumbs up, a share, and if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to press the subscribe button and the little bell. That way you'll be notified of all future videos. I do tend to post every single day. I do film in advance as well, but we do have a premiere every single night. I'm not in there tonight, because I'm filming this in the afternoon, but the kids want a game night tonight because we went to Smith's Toys today. So game night is for Nanny and Bamp and the kids. You won't see this for about a week, so you'll have understood by the time you get to see it. But I've had a ball. I'm going to hold the measurements up one more time. Love that warm and toasty stamp set. Beautiful. So if you want to make this card with me, grab your measurements, come along and enjoy the ride. So thank you for watching. Till next time. Love you all. Bye.